So good day everyone. This is going to be a weekly analysis on gold. So we'll do a top-down analysis as always from the monthly down to my entry time frame, which is 15 minutes. So here we go. Now on the monthly, we can see that this candle closed with rejection, meaning we have a valid fair value gap just beneath here. This fair value gap is valid. So on the monthly, we can get something like this. Move to the upside, tap into the FVG, and then probably a new high. Or if it gets disrespected, then we can come to the other block, and before we go for a new high. Okay. Yeah, so this is it on the monthly. This FVG is very valid, and I would love to see price tap into this fair value gap. Yeah, I would love to see price tap into this fair value gap. But on the monthly, we are still bullish here. We are still bullish. We are bullish because this was our last break of structure, and we've not gotten any pullback. And then we need a pullback, so I don't know if that will happen this year or next year. So let's move to the weekly. For this weekly here, we can see that last week candle closed with indecision, and now what I am seeing on this weekly time frame, what I am seeing on this weekly time frame is a morning star pattern. I feel like gold this week, gold will come down, sweep this indecision candle, and then completely engulf it. Something like this. Take out the low. Where is this guy? Take out the low of this candle. Yeah. I want to see on the weekly here, in case you don't know what Morningstar. This is Morningstar here. It's not always like this. It's not always the indecision candle that sweeps. The bullish engulfing can also sweep. So that's what I'm expecting on this weekly. We can get a sweep of this and then an engulfing candle like this on this weekly, and then that will take us to tap into this fair value gap here, and then from here we can come all the way down to the monthly FVG, and then before we get a new high. So this is what I'm seeing on the weekly. On the weekly, I'm seeing a Morningstar pattern, which is a very strong reversal pattern, and if it shows up on the weekly, it's going to be very strong. That I don't even know if this FVG will hold, but like we always do, we'll react to whatever price gives to us. So if this does not hold and we go for a new alt, that is fine, yeah. But that's what I'm expecting this week. I'm expecting this engulfing candle this week after this indecision candle on the weekly. So this low swept, and then we'll get a push to the upside. So for the 4 hours, we can see we are currently in a range. There has not been any break, body close above this, and this last week we just tapped into that zone and also rejected. Remember, this guy here is the weekly low that we want to sweep. This was last week low that I'm expecting price to come and sweep before we get a break to the upside. The weekly low, according to this 4 hours, this zone is a very strong resistance zone. We've not been able to break it, and it just got tapped last week. So from here, first tap, it pushed it down. second tap it pushed it down. This is a third tap, so I expect it to push it down, clear all this pending liquidity, and then before we get a push to the upside. Yeah, so this is what I'm expecting on the 4 hours right here. I'm expecting this guy to be taken out. So price will do something like this, probably test this area of resistance again, and then come all the way before we get a push to the upside. On the 1 hour, we can see that the current structure here, we got a break, or a change of character, and then here we got a break of structure, and since then price has refused to come take out this guy. Yeah, I would love to see price take out this guy first. I would love to see price take out this guy first before we come down to clear liquidity. But with this week that we got on Friday at the same resistance zone, I'm thinking this zone will still push price down. Yeah, I'm thinking this zone, unless gold is able to break above this area. Yeah, if we're able to break above this area, then good and fine. But if we don't get a break and we get a break below, if we don't get a break above and we get a break below this area, then just know that price is coming for this liquidity before this one's. Yeah. So this is the 1 hour time frame. So with the current structure, we got this, then we got a pullback, we got this pullback, and then we got another sweep of liquidity because there was no body close. If we can get a body close here, yeah, then I'll be interested to buy from this. I'll be interested to buy from this other block here. I'll be interested to buy from here. Using this as my liquidity. Yeah. If we get that's if we get a body close. Yeah. If we get a body close here, I'm interested to buy from that area. Otherwise, I feel this buying from here will be a trap. Why? Because we have pending liquidities under. So there might be reactions. If we get a break below here, there might be reactions from here, test the resistance again, and then come sweep everybody before the move. Yeah. So I feel buying from here is a trap. I was actually interested. I would have been interested in this area if we get a proper break of structure above this. This was the last break of structure above this high. If we can get a proper break of structure, this was the last break of structure, and if we can get a proper break of structure, body close above this high, then I might be interested in this zone because the pullback might come to this zone. But I don't trust this zone, I personally, because why? Price has tested this area, yeah, then came back, tested this area, then came back for the third time, tested this area again. So anything that will bring price back to this area will be to clear all the liquidity before buying. So that's why I don't trust this zone. I personally don't trust this zone for a buy continuation because this is liquidity, and this is liquidity. So there are enough liquidity to take out, then tap into this other block and then buy. Let's check the 15 minutes. So for the 15 minutes here, this 15 minutes gave a proper break of structure here for this zone. You can see the 15-minute structure from here. Let me start here. From here, we'll pull back, change character, pull back, break structure, pull back, break structure to the upside, pull back, taking out this liquidity. We use the other block here. Then now we've taken out the high. So it's only reasonable that we pull back into this zone after clearing this liquidity. This also might be swept just here, tap in before we go for a new high. So we might get something like this before we go for a new high. So on the 15 minutes, this area is valid. But will I be taking it? Let's see. So I think I will consider taking this, and I will flip bearish once this 15 minutes low gets taken. Once this low gets taken, I will flip bearish on the 15 minutes, meaning our pullback would have started. This would be my first target for a sell. This will be my first target for this sell. That's if, let me show you. If we get something like this, then we break below this guy, and then we get a pullback. My first target will be this guy, this liquidity here, before whatever price we do. But like I said, I don't trust this zone, and according to our weekly time frame that wants to form morning star, this low is already telling us that there's every possibility that this low will be taken. So that also adds to me not trusting this zone. I mean, there are so much liquidities under, and then if the money star is going to form, definitely this low will be swept. So if this low will be swept, that means those other ones will be swept. Let me take this off. We're not buying from here. So we have only 2 buy zones that we are interested in. Yeah, we have only 2 buy zones. Let me put it. The 15 minutes is valid, so I will be taking this buy. To avoid unnecessary loss, we put our stop loss here. Yeah, and then we'll target this high. It's not 1:4. So let me see, let's target this external high. And then let's pull this back in a bit. So I like my trade being minimum of 1:4. That is why I made it like that. So this will be the first zone that we'll be buying from. Let me write the buy limit out. So this will be the buy limit. This is the entry. This is the SL, and this right here is the take profit. So this will be our first buy for next week. According to 15 minutes time frame, this buy is very, very valid. If this fails, and we probably get a break below this guy, then probably at the retest, we can take this sell to take out this guy. I personally will take this sell and I will knock a better lot size, because I'm so sure that this guy is going to be taken out next week. But we need this zone to fail and then 15 minutes to become bearish. Then we can go ahead with the sell. But for now, according to 15 minutes, this buy is looking yummy. Yeah, the buy is looking yummy, so we will take this buy. Here's the buy limit, and then the next buy that we are going to take, which is the ultimate buy that I'm looking for. Yeah, if there will be any change of plans or any corrections, I will post it in my Telegram group, so be sure to join my Telegram group. Link is in the description. So be sure to join my Telegram group. Link is in the description. If there will be any changes, I will drop it there. But for now, this is what I'm saying. So this is the order buy that we will be taking this week. If the first zone fails, then you can kiss all this liquidity goodbye. Goodbye. We're going to be taking them out. We'll be taking them out. So this will be the second buy limit. Let me see. Let's give our SL room to this. Then I'll be targeting this guy because I'll be targeting this guy. This guy right here. So we'll be targeting this guy right here. That's 1:10. 1:10. Let me type it out. This will be the second buy limit for this guy. This is about 250 pips plus. This one is about 120 pips. Okay. So these are the two buys that I'm looking forward to next week. This one is very low probability buy. This one is a no-go area. I've told you why. This is a no-go area. So these two buys are what I'm looking forward to. I'll definitely catch some of the sell if this zone fails to hold. I'll definitely catch some of the sales and I'll post in my Telegram channel. The link will be in the description so you can join. So yeah, I think that's it on this week's analysis. Remember, if you take this buy, remember that at this zone you should try to take partials and break even here because we still have another block here and this liquidities price can just clear this one and then dump. You get, so please, once price gets here to this high, take your partials and BE so that you won't lose everything back to the market. And on that note, that's it for this week's analysis. So I'll see you next week. Please trade safe. Gold is consolidating now. We are in a ranging market, so don't go and be putting Lambo lot size, okay? Trade safe and trade smart. So cheers to a profitable trading week.